Welcome back, gentlemen, from your break. We're about to start our game of old school Dungeons and Dragons. Thanks for joining in. Tonight we've got Brandon as Caleb, the magic user, Gold as NIKOLAS, the thief, Kinyu as STRONK, the paladin, Steven as SHAMASH, the fighter, and Tulio as Skull, the fighter. I guess I gotta fix your levels. Let's see. You're both at level 0 still. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, a party of 5 again. Couple new characters, a few survivors, right? The last group was fairly successful. They helped an army from STAVOS conduct a raid on a village that was involved with pirating, right? In the free waters to the south, right? They were tariffed or taxed heavily to the point where the goods were actually just confiscated, right? They were seized by pirates, basically, to the south. So STAVOS decided to retaliate, and they went out raiding and pillaging. They killed a few of their troops, maybe a few civilians were also killed, and they looted what they could, right? They even stole away some women and children, too. So there could be future wars between the south now and STAVOS in the north. But for now, the climax or climate of the war is kind of resolved and settled. It's like, yeah, it's no longer a big issue. So there was a success last game, and things are going a bit better in STAVOS now, and in BOGBUR perhaps in the future, right? BOGBUR was being taxed heavily. No longer are they being taxed anymore, because that whole conflict ended pretty quick. But there are still some ongoing conflicts around BOGBUR. The frog issue has increased over the past few days, right? There have been more frog sightings along the border between BOGBUR and STAVOS. And the thugs have been growing in size. A lot of people are joining this new band of outlaws, right? Known as the road guards of the road guards of the grasslands, basically. So they call themselves the road guards, basically, and they apparently are protecting the road, but it costs travelers and merchants a heavy penny, right? So lawmen are trying to deal with a threat. They've sent some lawmen out to investigate the road and begin tracking down these outlaws. These outlaws are becoming more and more organized over the past few days, right? They've recruited men in the area, scoundrels, and that kind of people, maybe even just poor people that have no choice, right, to conduct such crimes now, illegal activities on the road. So yeah, we've got thugs on that road here to the west between the two villages. We've got frogs to the south, if you're interested. And to the east of here, we've got this mine to the east. I think our
Are you
past
supposed to be sharing
expeditions.
your camera?
Oh yeah. Oops. Sorry. There we go. Sorry, I thought I was streaming it the whole time. My apologies.
You're good.
So yeah, to the east we've got the mine, right? This was a past conflict that has yet to be resolved. Basically, there was a mining company that set out into the mountains to extract valuable resources such as coal and salt and ore from a cave system under the mountains. Unfortunately, their progress was delayed or halted due to the discovery of monsters down there. So a few adventuring volunteers from the village did go out there, but none of them were very successful. And that threat has actually, the threat of the mine has expanded. Now, people along the eastern border of BOGBUR are starting to notice strange sightings, like spirits walking among the fields at night, right? So they need people out there to start to investigate, particularly go out at night to see where these spirits are coming from, right? They're causing people nightmares. Animals are disappearing, right? Who knows? Kids might be next, right? So there are there's pressing matters, right? Some evil has awakened down in the depths of the mountains, maybe, right? So they might need adventurers to go down there and clear them out. All right, what do you guys think, though? What do you guys want to do for this adventure?
I'll finish that frog, boys. A little bit stronger than I was before. But I guess if I want to fight that, I'll have to get some more arrows.
Yes, things are not going too well in BOGBUR, so you might imagine certain prices here might be a little pricier, right? Like arrows are not normally produced here in BOGBUR. It's a farming village. Stavos will have arrows for a lot cheaper probably because naturally Stavos is a woodland settlement and arrows are mainly made of wood and iron, right? And feathers. So you might get a better price for arrows in Stavos, or at least a fair price. Here in BOGBUR, it might be twice as much than normal.
Okay, I'll skip that then for now. So I have a spear, I have a bow, 2 arrows. I do want to fight this frog, but I feel like 2 arrows might not be enough. But also,
we're good.
I think so.
I got a few arrows.
I've got 4 arrows and my spear.
I got 4 of them. I got 4 arrows, spear, mace, and a short sword. I think if we need, I need to give one of you a melee weapon. I can.
I wouldn't mind taking one.
The mace or the short sword?
Either one, man. Short sword would be so cool, but you know, mace was all.
All right, you're getting the short sword then.
Nice, thanks, bro. Okay.
Okay, so we're passing off some gear.
I hope.
I think I heard that. Yeah, you're passing the short sword off.
Yeah.
Along with the sheath.
Sheath too?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have a sheath for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it came with the
Dick
sheath.
move. It's like you can have the sword, but not the sheath.
No, what the fuck do you mean, man?
Like
No,
you can
that's
have the
mine.
sheath and you can earn the sword.
Earn the sword.
That's my motto.
All right. Yep, that's been passed up to Strong. So, yeah, do you guys need more time for an open discussion, or are we ready to take action?
Nope, we're ready.
All right, I'll go down the list. And wait, was the sword going to Caleb or Strong?
Strong.
Okay, yeah, Strong, you got it. So yeah, Caleb, it's your turn. So, bless you. All right, sorry, that's my line.
Shield.
All right.
I need a shield and haggle the price.
So yeah, Caleb, at the start of the adventure, what do you want to do?
Let's just start going towards the frog.
No, buy me a shield and haggle the price.
You said
It's more expensive here. We'll wait till we get to Stavos.
Stavos? Okay.
Okay.
So Caleb is ready to move out to Fort Stavos. What about our character Skull, one of our new guys on the team? He's really strong looking.
I mean, I can give him the knife. Hello.
Skull, what's your move?
I'm gonna throw away 3 torches.
You're gonna do what?
Throw away 3 torches.
3 torches. Okay, yeah, no one wanted your torches, it sounds like. So yeah, you toss 3 away.
Yeah, I don't need 10.
Okay.
You want to just leave them at camp, maybe, instead of throwing them away?
They're cheap
And I'm gonna.
this time.
What's the party gonna do?
What's up?
No, they're cheap. They're only 1 copper, so who cares?
What does the party gonna do?
Yeah, they're just sticks with tar at the end. So far it looks like the rest are not decided yet. They haven't had a turn to decide. If you're not sure, we can come back to you. But Caleb is already moving out to Fort Stavos, and it sounds like you were not paying attention. So if you want, you can just follow along with Caleb, or do nothing, or wait. It's up to you.
I think we should go dig holes to trap animals in.
All right. So you want to just suggest this, or do you want to do that?
I want to suggest this.
Okay. So you're not leaving yet. You're making suggestions to those who are waiting around with you. Shamash, it's your turn. Do you want to also dig holes? Do you want to go with Caleb or something else?
Dig holes.
Okay. Right, and then Strong, are you moving out with Caleb? Are you talking about digging holes or something else?
Oh hell yeah, I'm digging holes. Let me buy a shovel. Can I afford one?
Let me see real quick. Tools. Alright, yeah, shovel costs 3 coppers. You can afford one.
Oh, I will buy one.
We are in the village of actually BOGBUR still, so a shovel is a bit more expensive due to the iron, right? And the wood expenses. So they're actually 6 coppers, I just remembered. They're double the price right now.
Oh, never mind.
You can buy a small one though, a small shovel, right? Like a hand-sized, a spade, right? A small spade or shovel. Will only cost you 3 coppers. Would you like that instead?
Sure. I mean, how much? I guess it's much better than hands, right?
Yeah.
For digging.
Yep. It digs small holes instead of normal holes. So, small shovel. Alright. Is that too hard to see? Yeah. Okay, so next is NIKOLAS. Do you want to go help dig some holes? You want to go with Caleb or something else?
I don't fully understand why we're now digging holes again. I'll trust the process, but I will go with it was Caleb, yeah?
Well, one guy's going to Fort STAVOS, that's Caleb. The other 3 are discussing where they might dig holes, right?
I'm going towards.
Oh,
the
now
frog.
I
I'm
get-
going towards the frog, right?
Oh, you want to go toward the frogs? That's kind of in the same direction. The frogs last known
Yeah,
location.
that's sorry. I'm sorry if that wasn't clear. I might have said the.
Oh, yeah,
the
sorry.
name, but I meant towards the frog.
Yeah, the frogs are somewhere in the woods south of BOGBUR, north of Stavos. They were somewhere based in like a cave southeast of BOGBUR, right near a pond. There was a cave pond.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Because I'll already know how to get to the cave once I get there. Because I've. Oh wait,
No, Caleb's never been
there.
there yet. You've heard about it. Your
Well,
relatives
yeah,
might
I'll
have
go
told you
that
about it. Yeah. Okay, so you want to go southeast then to the
Yep.
frog cave pond. All right, sounds good. All right, yep. So Caleb is going southeast. All right, NIKOLAS, what would you like to do then? The party's kind of splitting up. It sounds like
Follow Caleb.
you're going with Caleb. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have a conflicting group, so I just want to let you know, time-wise in real life, that will mean less game time for both groups, right? Because we'll have to split the party, so it won't be focused on one scenario. It's 2 different scenarios. You guys noticed that last time when we had one group go down the road to the thugs and one group go to the cave, you only had half as much time to play and make progress because the group was split up. So are you guys okay with
I
that?
don't know why everybody wants to dig holes, but I guess we just have to go with the party. I guess 3 versus 2. I don't know why we want to kill shit instead of just dig holes.
You can discuss it if you want, but in the end, you only control your own character. So if they want to dig holes, that's on them. If you want to hunt some monsters, that's on you, right? Yeah. So
Well, I want to make profit, and I see profit in digging holes. So
And hole digging is a guaranteed profit. At least once a week. You just go check the hole in the mornings. Super easy to set up. It's just a free EXP. You could just wake up to some EXP. Doesn't that sound nice?
Rather earn it.
Yeah, you are by spending 2 minutes digging a hole. Don't you look? We already outvoted you. Just chill.
okay. So Caleb, in the end, given the situation, do you want to go out with these 3 to go dig holes, or do you want to stick to your original?
I guess it'd be faster to just go dig holes so that we can get it over with, so that we can just go start doing stuff later.
Okay.
Yeah, then we never have to worry about it again.
All right,
That's
NIKOLAS.
fine. I'll go with
And
you.
if it,
I'll go with the others.
if it's successful, we can do it again another time. More holes.
Alright, so the party wants to go dig holes. It sounds like any objections, questions, or concerns, you all have decided to dig holes, it sounds like. So there's no opposition anymore. And I guess the main issue is now, or the main concern is now, where are we going to dig our holes, right? You guys want to dig them here in the village or somewhere else?
Where's the like a foresty area or the plains? Wherever the most animals are.
There are woods to the south and northwest. There are mountains to the east. There are plains around you to the west and north.
What direction is the frog ran?
To the south.
East? South. We can go south and dig something on the way there.
Okay. So by digging some on the way there, do you want to dig some in the grasslands? Like you want to like move down the grasslands, stop, halt for a bit, dig up a hole, and then continue?
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, not the grasslands. Is there a forest in between us and the frog?
The frogs are in the forest, right? So
Yeah. Okay. I wanna dig holes in the forest.
you can reach the forest and dig
Otherwise-
immediately, right? Before you encounter any frogs, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe we can lure them to the holes too.
Yeah, I agree. Let's dig the holes in the forest near the frogs and do it every like 25, 30 yards or so. Yeah,
Okay.
we can split up in teams of 2 to make it, or whatever.
I don't think we should split up. It'll be faster if we take one hole together at a
Alright.
time.
Before we leave the village, maybe we want to make sure everyone is equipped with the tools for digging. Or maybe not everyone's going to dig at the same
Do I have
time.
enough? Does my character have enough copper to buy a hand shovel?
A small shovel, like a hand one, right? Is
A
only
spade? Yeah, like a spade.
Yeah, in this village of BOGBUR, it's only 3. If you want a normal spade, like a shovel, it's 6 here. They're pretty expensive here in the village.
How much copper do I have?
You have 8, so you can afford either of them. Either
I'll
or.
take a full size.
Okay, do you want a spade or a shovel? The difference, the shovels are good against dirt more, right? Because they're cutters, right? And these spades are good against like rocks, I think. Let me double check actually. Yeah, I'm gonna double check what the difference is. Spade versus shovel. There is a difference, I think. Yeah, shovel is designed to scoop and move materials, while spade is designed to cut and dig and slice through soil and roots. So
And we already have some people with shovels. I'll take or spades as well. I'm just trying to min-max our thing. So if we need to move dirt, should I just get a shovel with other people have spades?
yeah, because a spade is not really a scooper; it's a chopper mainly. It can still kind of scoop.
Right.
Here, I'll show you guys a picture.
Who has a shovel and who has a spade here?
I have a shovel.
Most of the group has a
Mine's
shovel.
a hand shovel though.
All right, I'll take this full size spade.
Okay, sounds good. You've got the spade. Same price, just different function. Slightly different.
Yep.
Alright, yep, Caleb's got a spade. He's got 2 coppers left over.
Good.
Most of your crew members are now pretty heavily equipped with gear now. They're carrying quite a bit of tools and equipment, a few weapons. The only things we're missing now is armor. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, you guys ready to just kind of move out? Or does anyone else need to buy tools? Let's see, I'm looking at the gear of the crew. Shamash's got a pickaxe, which can smash away at the harder pieces of dirt, not really a scooper. Skull, you're the only one that might not have a tool to dig.
I don't.
Skull doesn't, right? He's got a
Um,
spear and torches, no digger tools.
To get a shovel so that we can get the dirt out of the hole.
So while you're out there, I guess Skull might focus on keeping watch while the rest of you dig. Or you
Yeah,
can always
there we
trade
go.
off too.
Just do that. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Alright, if there are no objections, speak up if there are. Your party is now traveling south towards Stavos, and you will stop once you reach the woods, where you will start to maybe find a spot to dig up your hole, right? There is indeed a road from BOGBUR to Stavos. Would you like to use this road, or do you want to move off the road?
I thought we were going towards the frog.
We are. We're gonna go off the road.
The frogs are anywhere to the south, but they're based somewhere to the southeast, right?
Gotcha. Then yeah, let's head that way.
You want to go southeast or just south down the road or southwest? The least amount of frogs are to the southwest. A normal amount of frogs are to the south, and a large amount of frogs are to the southeast, naturally.
Go to the southeast.
All right, southeast. Any objections, concerns, questions? Your party's now traveling southeast from BOGBUR, and you're moving across the plains now. You leave the village, the surrounding farm territories, and it's understood that crime has increased in the area. So on your way out of BOGBUR through the fields and farms and such, not on the road, but just out in the fields and grasslands, we're gonna roll for any signs of wandering monsters. 1 in 48 chance. I'll let your leader roll this. So whoever's leading the march, whoever's at the very front, may roll a 6-sider and an 8-sider at the same time. So who, any volunteers wants to be in the front, the first to maybe encounter possible threats and die?
Caleb wants to.
Caleb?
I guess
Okay.
that's me.
So our brave
You
Caleb,
said a 6 and an 8-sider.
yeah, roll them together. If you scored 1s on each of them, it's a wandering monster encounter. It's a super low chance, but there is a chance. Okay,
6 and 6.
you're fine. The next thing is navigational ear. So our scout or navigator, which is probably Caleb still, right? He's leading the march. Unless someone else is behind him kind of telling him where to go. That can be also done, right? So the default navigator is Caleb, unless anyone else wants to volunteer. Caleb is leading you southeast. So Caleb, you're trying to keep them on course. You have to roll a 6-sider. You have a 1 in 6 chance to get the crew lost. So roll a 6-sider when you're ready, unless anyone else wants to volunteer for navigator.
Oh, but you fucker.
Okay.
I got a 1.
So Caleb ended up getting you guys, instead of toward the woods, you end up looking at mountains. So he took you off course slightly, and you didn't realize it until, of course, you see mountains instead of woods. So more than likely what happened was instead of moving directly southeast, he moved he moved southeast, right? So he's still moving southeast, but slightly more east. So you can easily recourse, right, by going just more south, right? But now you're like walking forward, and up ahead you see the mountains instead of the woods, right? Does that make sense? So you were moving like south,
go.
east. So to recourse, you just have to move more
Bad
south.
guys.
Is that okay?
Let's recourse. My bad.
Yeah, let's go back.
I didn't have my coffee this morning.
Yeah, so he's trying to
Fine.
navigate. He's looking at the sun, right? He's trying to figure things out. Copper, let's see. Or, yeah, if you want, you can either go back the way you came to recourse, which I don't really recommend unless you're really deep lost, right? Or you can just, change your course of forward movement. So, which I recommend, which is south, but it's up to you. There's other
Yeah,
ways, of
Let's
course.
change course of forward movement directly south.
Okay, so not backtracking, just moving south, right? Just to get back on course. Sounds good. So yeah, captain of your crew, fixes your course of travel, and you guys are now moving directly south instead of east, right? He does have to make another navigational check, possible chance of still getting your crew lost because you're not quite at your destination, right? Which is to find the woods, which you kind of can see the woods to the south actually from here. So actually, there's no navigational error because you're pretty far southeast now. So you're looking south over the fields, and I think that you would still be able to see the woods in the distance on the horizon. So there's nothing blocking you except grass and then the trees up ahead, right? So 0 navigational error remaining, right? Just in the beginning of the travels, there was chance of navigational error. All is well though. He's leading you south now. Let's see. Besides that, we're gonna go over the final roll is weather. So that I just have to roll as the DM, right? Let's check in the wind speed. Okay. Basically today's super cloudy and it looks like it might storm at some point. Let me check what hour it might start storming. Okay, so it's not storming quite yet, but it could start soon. I don't know for how long exactly yet, but yeah, today's a very cloudy spring day in April, right? Dark clouds above your heads, right? Bit of thunder in the distant mountains east of here, right? So a storm is approaching. Looks like it's getting kind of windy, and you can hear the howling wind from the mountains across the field, just flowing westward or blowing west. Anyway, you reach the forest, right? After a short march south, up ahead are the woods, which it sounds like you will enter. And upon entry, you will find a spot that you like to start digging your hole, right? Or does anyone disagree with that? Questions, concerns? Otherwise, well, the next step is to pick a spot, right? So more importantly, let's say that you're now in the woods, okay? So you're standing in the forest, you just entered it, and now you're picking a spot where you want to dig, right? So you're just somewhere in the woods now, in the tree line. Do you want to go further in? Do you want to go on top of a hill? Do you want to stay in the valley? Do you want to go on a hillside? Where would you like to dig your hole in this forest?
I'll do it in the valley. Maybe like, I guess what, like 40 feet in, somewhere we can find it easily.
Yeah, just trying to look for. Is there any way that any of us can roll a check for any like kind of like game trails or anything like that that we can see?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you can definitely have some, or take a chance to, or take some time to just observe for any like droppings or something, tracks, right? Game trails. It might take some time, right? Depending on how you do it, right? So if you're like moving about and looking, like wandering, that would have the most highest rate of possibly coming across a game trail. Versus just standing around from one spot and observing, right? High ground might increase the chance of you seeing something, maybe, right? At least from afar.
We usually run into like game trails on the way to like the cave.
Yeah,
or something,
let's do it as we walk.
Yeah, no, it's automatic though. It's not like something you have to do, really.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Got it.
sometimes you can. But
Well, you've been
we're
marching
gonna do
normally,
it anyway.
but now you'll slow down to make further observations, particularly more detailed observations. So, like if you want moving forward, you will keep your eyes on the ground and observe for any signs of animals moving forward.
Yeah, guys. I don't think it matters where we dig the hole. As long as we have a good hole.
Okay, but at this time,
No one
from where you're
picks it,
standing,
but-
if you want, you can take the time to search for game trails. There are multiple methods of finding them. One method is to just use your eyes. Another method is to physically look for them. So like kicking up grass and like, looking deep, like digging up shit, right? Another option could be so besides visual observation, besides physical detection, let's see, other ways you can maybe spot
I'm
game
good. I don't
trails.
want to look for game trails anymore. I just
Oh.
want to dig a hole.
Okay.
So that we can start moving. Sorry.
Okay. All right, yeah, so Caleb's ready to start digging. I think Strong mentioned he wants to dig it somewhere in the valley. So somewhere in the valley, 40 feet into the woods. Right, so you'll advance about 40
Yes, we
feet
can-
into the tree line. Somewhere in the valley. Is that fine? So
I mean,
in
are
the
we-
valley, there's a
we're
creek,
tech-
of course, water running down the
As long as we're
hillsides.
just as long as we're technically in the forest, I'll want to dig a hole.
Yeah, you're about 40 feet in now, so not terribly far away, right? A short jog away, like a 10-second sprint from the woods to the fields, right? Not too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there. Nikolas, do you have any
Yeah.
say in what we do? So Strong took us into a valley.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, I'm just double checking. Shamash,
Yeah,
Anything-
that's fine.
sounds good. Anything you want to bring up, Shamash? Actions, thoughts, questions, concerns?
When are we getting to digging?
Right now, let's go.
Okay, yeah. A spot's been picked by Strong. Shamash is digging. Caleb is digging. Nikolas, are you digging too? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you guys are using your tools now, and you're digging away. It looks like Skull's using Skull. Sorry, I forgot
No,
to check
I'm
with
not
you.
digging.
You're not digging. Okay. Are you just gonna
I'm
keep
guarding.
watch? You're gonna guard. You want to hunt, forage?
I'm
Just guard.
guarding
Okay.
east, whatever.
East. Okay. Yeah. If you keep your attention to one side, right, that one side will be fully covered the entire way. If you want, you can split it up. You can like look one direction or look back and forth, but then that has the risk of not seeing something 50-50, right? You might not look in the right direction at that right moment to see something. So you'll keep your eyes focused to the east then, it sounds like, or southeast or south. Okay, I think I heard east. So Skull's watching east. Shamash, you are digging a hole with Stronk and Caleb, and then Nikolas. I don't know if you can dig a hole. Let me double check your tool set. You don't own a shovel yet, so you can either dig a hole with your feet or your hands. Or something else. You can also grab a stick or a stone.
I mean, it would be wiser to have me stand guard.
Okay, yeah, you will conserve your energy and just keep watch. We have a guard to the east. You want to do south guard, west guard, or something else?
So,
South, okay. Got one guy watching east, one guy watching south. Right. So 2 guards posted, right, keeping watch. You imagine your character somewhere in the middle of the woods in a valley. They get their tools out, just 3 of you, and you start digging, right? So naturally, I would say a shovel can dig a normal sized hole, which is like maybe, you know, a 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot block of dirt, right? In 10 seconds, right? You would stab, break away, stab, break away, right? So roughly, you know, you're getting about a cubic foot of dirt dug up every 10 seconds, every round. The hand spade will be half the size of that. So the small shovel guy, Strong, you're digging at the rate of a, you know, half a foot hole, right? So you're digging basically a 1 foot hole or 1 foot cubic dirt, right, block every 20 seconds, if that makes sense, right? Or yeah, you'll dig at half the speed basically. So, and then yeah, with all factors included, the size and everything, the speed. Shamash, you're using a pickaxe, so you're digging at the slowest rate. You're mainly just kind of breaking up the dirt, softening it up, scooping out, you know, small bits of dirt with your pickaxe, right? Because pickaxes are
It's because of his
smashing rocks.
intelligence. He can't help it.
Yes, you're smashing away at the dirt and you're kind of scraping like little bits, but you basically don't make any progress of digging a hole. You just kind of soften it. You smash at the
Yeah,
softened
but
dirt.
I'm breaking up the dirt. Got the shovel.
Yeah,
We're doing good.
you're scooping, you're breaking it, making it so if there's any hard dirt, you're making it easier for them to scoop out, if that makes sense. Right. Okay. So yeah, you guys work together. At this rate, I'm gonna say that with the softened dirt, that kind of compensates for the small size of Stronk's shovel, right? So therefore, I will say you guys dig up 2 cubic feet of dirt every 10 seconds. And in other words, every minute you get a total of 6 cubic feet, or sorry, 12 cubic feet, right? Every minute. So it's 120 cubic feet, or sorry, yeah, 12 times 10, right? So yeah, 120 cubic feet every 10 minutes, right? So if you want it like a 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot hole, that's 10 times 10 times 10. So that's 1,000 cubic feet. So, right? So if you want to dig a 10 by 10 by 10 pit, it would take you about an hour, or no, 100 minutes, right? So 10 turns. So about a little over 1.5 hours. Does that make sense? Do you guys want a 10 by 10 by 10 hole? Like a 10 foot by 10 foot by 10?
No.
What size hole do you
Oh,
want to dig?
We got more like a 3 foot by 10 foot.
A 3 by
Actually,
3
I guess-
and 10 feet deep? Like a small hole, but 10 feet deep?
I guess in diameter, let's say like, what do you guys think? Between 3 and 5 feet wide. How do you much?
I think a 3 feet. I think a 3 feet diameter by 5 foot deep would be perfect.
Okay.
5 foot? I don't know, man.
At least with 5 feet you can
Do
climb out,
8.
so 10 feet you can't climb out easily, right? You would need like
I guess,
ropes and
right.
ladders. But of course that would be a deadlier trap, 10 feet deep. Something would drop 10 feet, that's kind of dangerous. If they're not ready to
5
fall
foot.
out.
Anything that drops into it is going to stay down there, and we can just throw spears at it or stab it, poke it.
Yeah,
You
smaller
think
animals.
5 feet.
It's
Yeah,
like
I guess,
shooting fish in a barrel.
yeah, I suppose 5. I guess 5 would be fine.
Okay, so 3 by 3 by 5. Math wise, I think that's 3 times 3 is 9 times 5 is
Are
45.
you adding my stuff in with helping them too?
Oh, did I miss yours?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I did. I included yours. You got the
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
wait. No, wait. You've got a spade, right? And then
Yeah.
oops, I counted it wrong. So we have one small shovel, one spade. I thought we had the whole time I thought we had a normal shovel with us, but the guy who has a shovel has a small one, not a normal one.
Right.
That's really bad. Okay. We'll have to recalculate the rate. So the
no.
spade is actually not as good at digging holes as a shovel. It's mainly good at cutting, and it still digs holes. But I would say it's scooping. You know, its ability to scoop is not as good as a shovel, right? It gets like smaller portions of dirt. It's mainly for chopping up the dirt like a pickaxe, right? Or like here, let me double check the true difference. All right. So shovels feature large, deeply dished blades, right, angled, designed for scooping, lift loose earth, gravel. It doesn't spill much at all. Spades are flatter, narrower, typically shorter blades with straight, slightly rounded edges. They are aligned nearly straight with the handle, allowing you to drive the blade directly downward into compacted earth, right? Um, so basically, it's narrow and elongated.
They're both
Yeah,
the same.
they're not 100% the same, sadly. Yeah, so the main thing is spades is for slicing roots, edging, and still digging holes. Shovels, scooping, lifting, moving materials. So you could still, I would say you could still dig pretty decently with a spade. But not as effective as scooping, right? So it still digs holes. Let's see. I'm gonna say instead of it's not 50% rate, but I'll say it's 66% rate. So it's almost as good, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's almost as good as scooping out the dirt. So, yep. Okay. And then shells are mainly
Want to
good
make
at
sure that in
loose
this
dirt.
calculations for how long it would take to dig this hole, that my stuff was included in it. Make sure all three of us are digging and the other two are guarding. That's all.
Okay, yeah. So, when it comes to hole digging, first you have to be able to chop the dirt, and then you have to be able to move it out of the way. I'm gonna say shovels and spades are roughly equal. Um, Shovels are not as good at chopping, but they're good at scooping loose dirt, whereas spades are good at chopping compact dirt and everything. So like in the early start, you know, the shovel might be good, but then later the spades are gonna be better, right? So against like roots and harder compact dirt. So I'm gonna say it's roughly this equal. Therefore,
Yeah.
the spade will be the equal as a shovel, basically, when it comes to the rate of dig. So then we don't have to change anything. It'll stay the same. So it should still take you 1.5 hours to dig up this, or wait, it's a smaller hole now. So 3 by 3, which is 9 by 5 feet. So that's 45 cubic feet. And our rate of digging is, again, it was, we were digging at the rate of, what was it, 120? Yeah, 120 pounds
20 per hour.
or 120 cubic feet per 10 minutes, right? Per turn, per 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
So it's 120, so we only have to deal with 45. Was it? Say 45, right? So 45 cubic feet. So therefore, it should only take you 5-ish minutes to dig up that size of a hole, right? 5-ish minutes for a 3
Right.
by 3 by 5, right? I think that's correct. So
All right, well, let's take 3 of those in 15 minutes, boys. Or like,
Yep.
what was it, 30 minutes?
yeah, it takes about 30
Yep.
minutes for you guys to complete one 3 by 3 by 5.
Yeah, let's do that. 3 of them.
Okay, 3. And then you want to spread them out, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, about
Uh,
20 yards apart.
About 60 feet apart, and then up the valley, like along the creek, or so there's the creek in the middle of the valley. Do you want to dig it like, of course, away from the creek, or you want like how? So you're in the valley. You're digging it. You said in the valley, so like, do you want to dig it in the creek itself, like for fish, basically, or do you want to dig it like off the side of the creek, like along the shore, or further away from the creek? How close should it be, or how far should it be from the creek, right? So say you're looking at, you know, the creek in the center, right, in the middle, and you're digging up your holes, right? So like, should it be like in the creek, your holes, right? Or should it be like just along the shore of them, like basically kind of expanding the creek, right? Or are you digging away from the creek, right? In the valley still, but away. Where do you guys want to dig up these holes?
So, you guys,
By the creek is good. Creek is good.
So in the creek, you want to dig in?
Oh no, by the creek.
Oh, along
Like,
it?
yeah, like in the tree line though still, so it's hidden.
Okay, so I mean, you're in a forested valley right now. There are trees, you know, in this valley with you.
Oh,
By the way, Ken, these are yours.
Right. The creek, of course, has no trees inside because there's running water. Trees can't grow in running water, typically. You want to build them like directly along the creek, like dig directly. If you do that, then the water will flow into those holes, right? And that's gonna be like good for fishing, maybe, right? Like it'll like cause like crayfish to maybe go down there or get trapped down there, right? So do you guys like want to do that? Like dig up basically like holes along the creek so water can drain down into them, or you want to dig them away from the creeks, right? Does that make sense? Like dig in the creek, dig along the creek, or dig away from the creek?
oh, I dig along. Well, I mean, along the creek, I guess.
So like along the creek where like you're expanding the creek for water to drain down.
Oh, I don't want to expand the creek. No, I want to like just put it wherever the animals drinking water will like get.
Okay, so just like along, like away but along, right? Like not
Yeah.
digging
Away
into
but
it.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want
Okay.
to kill it.
So close to the creek, but not like in the creek or too close, right? Just kind of alongside it still, but yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. All right, so maybe like 5 or 10 feet away from the actual water, right? And you're doing them 60 feet apart. Is it on both sides, like maybe 1 or 2 on one side, and then the other on the other side, or all on the same side? You guys are on the west side currently of the creek because you came from the northwest, right? So you're on the west side of the creek at this time, unless you want to cross over. It's easy to cross. Your feet will get wet, but that's fine. It's, the deepest part of the creek might be 3 feet deep, maybe 5 at most. Right, it's just like it's a normal creek, right, in a valley.
just stagger them, just on the same side, every like 20 feet or so that we can have our best chance, and then we can get moving.
Okay. So I'll just send some pictures of examples of creeks so you guys have a good idea of what the creek might look like. Alright, send in the Playboy post. There's a creek. And here's another one. I'll do one more.
I guess I'll come back for
Alright, yeah, those are some good pictures I sent in the chat, you know, of creeks. So, hopefully that gives you guys a good idea of what the creeks might be like. Shallow water flowing down through the valleys of the woods, right?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to dig. Yeah. Cool. So we all know what the creek looks like now, and we're just trying to dig the holes, like 5 to 6 feet away from the creek's edge, 20 feet apart or so.
20 feet, not 60. You said 20 yards earlier. So.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, whatever you guys think. I guess. I mean, I think it doesn't really matter at this point. But 20 or 60 feet. What do you guys think?
So 20 feet apart will increase the effectiveness of the traps, but 60 will increase like the area you cover. That might be a potential trap. Like, you know, does that make sense?
Let's do 20.
So 20, you have like the trap will be more effective that way because they're more compact. So that, you know, I mean, they're closer together, so the likeliness of a animal falling in, if they're even there, right, will increase, right? But if you spread them out further, that will increase the chance of like covering more ground, so like having more animals come through the area, if that makes sense. But then the effect of the trap is lower because it's one single trap in that small area. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to spread them out 60 feet or keep them more compact and do 20 feet?
I like 20 feet, I guess.
20 feet, it will make them more effective.
Yeah, 20 feet.
And then maybe you can
And we are
lure
cover-
animals in or
We're
bait
covering
them.
them up too. Right?
Okay.
Like automatically as traps. Or...
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
Okay.
yep, 30 minutes for each hole. You get those things dug up, right? So it's some site work here. You know, you're just kind of like, you know, excavators. It's very important that you kind of map out where you're gonna put them before you get to work. Strategize, right? You have like maybe 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Is that fine? 2 on the west, 1 on the east. Or do you want all of them on the west?
Sure.
Okay.
Kind of want all of them on the west.
All right. Yeah. So it's more dangerous just along the west side. Okay.
Yeah.
For animals. Okay. And for your side too.
Next time, maybe.
Ooh, this looks good.
All right. So yeah, I would say it took you guys about maybe 30 minutes to kind of figure out the spot and strategize the plan. 30 minutes to dig up each hole.
Oh, wow.
A few breaks here and there. Every hour you should have a 10-minute break of work, right? At least like shit and piss. Anyone that needs to shit and piss or hydrate or snack. So, you know, the shift, we'll have to calculate how long it's been since you start your shift today. You started the shift at 8 o'clock. It took you about an hour to get to the edge of the woods, 30 minutes to strategize, 30 minutes for each hole, and then 30 minutes for breaks. So roughly from 8 to, yeah, it's about 9. It's about 11 o'clock by the time you finish digging up the holes.
English.
And then to cover them up, I would say it takes about 30 minutes, right? You have to do some material gathering and then placement, right? That's pretty much it. So, yeah. So that will take us to 11:30 at lunchtime. So now we have concealed, right? You conceal them, I suppose, with like branches and shrubberies, right? Just put like
Yep.
twigs over them. You put shrubberies over them, make it look more natural.
Yeah, or maybe like moss we get on trees or something.
Yeah, yeah. Cover them up. Yeah, light layer of dirt. Plant some weeds in them. Try to make it as natural as possible. The last thing you might want to do is either create some bait there or get rid of your scent in your own tracks, right? Because naturally your scent, the man-made activity here already covers your traps, right? And so to counter that, you might want to somehow remove your own stench, maybe add some bait. Like, I mean, depends on when you're hunting too. Yeah, so like,
Yeah, we don't know what we're looking for. We'll just, I think we should just leave them for now.
okay, leave them as they are. Okay.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
Certain animals are trying certain things. I mean, already you have bait. The water is bait, right? But there could be other
Okay.
bait you can use.
Anybody got some suggestions for bait?
I can look up the best bait for deer.
I guess
See.
like grubs.
It's a toad. It's a giant frog, yeah? So,
Well,
Okay.
if we're hunting the giant frog with the traps, we should have dug them deeper. Because, you know, it is a frog. They jump.
Yeah, I don't know where about the frog, but the trap.
Oh yeah, I gotta do encounter
checks.
checks. I forgot to do encounter checks. Every hour you were out here, there was an encounter check. You were out here for
Oh, shit.
about, because we got here at about 9 o'clock. So you've been out here for about 2 hours. So guardsmen, each one of you roll a d6. A 1 indicates an encounter. So the guardsmen are Skull and NIKOLAS. Just gonna roll for me. I'll get some rolls in for the game. Yeah, roll 6-siders when you're ready. If you don't roll, you fail.
What would you like me to roll?
6-sider.
And I have to throw it. What?
3.
Pass. Nicholas. 6-sider.
yes, I'm trying to get it 5.
Cool. Nothing was encountered during the work shift. 11:30 comes by, and your crew is hungry. So you guys will actually have a lunch break. It sounds like you'll maybe drink some creek water and then start munching on your rations if the ration carriers are okay with sharing their food to feed the hungry
Yeah.
team, especially after all this physical
Yeah,
labor.
sure.
All right, so to feed the crew, a few of you brought rations. I think Caleb owns 5 rations and Strong owns 2 rations. So I recommend, let's see, Strong, you can eat one of your rations and save your last one, and then maybe Caleb, since you have more, you will share yours with the others.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so Caleb, for lunch, you lose a total of 4 rations, which leaves you with 1. And then Strong, you only lost 1, which leaves you with 1. So you both have 1 emergency ration left in case, you need to eat again.
I have rations, right?
Oh wait, let me check.
He gave me 3.
Yeah, we just went over that, right? You had,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, that's why you have 1 left. Yeah, because you ate breakfast earlier, and you ate 1 just
Oh,
now
and then
for
I
lunch.
ate 1 now, and then I have 3.
Yeah, there's
okay,
only
so I have
2 that
one
had
left.
rations.
Okay,
Yeah.
after.
It was you and Caleb that had food.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. In real life, we're gonna take a break. So to kind of represent the passage of time, and I do need to eat some dinner. So, come back in about 5-ish minutes. Okay. And then we'll continue.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
That sounds good. See ya.
And after this, I'm going.
Yeah, you gotta switch to night shift, huh?
Dry
Dry as long as
Yeah.
Precision oil to yours.
But mate, to be fair, the last few nights I've been up to like 6 and 7 in the morning. So
Nice. Me too, honestly.
I ate too much sesame oil.
I'm gonna take a naps during the day too.
Also, I don't feel like these. I don't feel like this noodles.
Take them out.
It's like the teddy.
how many AI videos are there on YouTube? Fuck me.
That's good.
It's like peanutty and sesame.
Watch done. You there, King?
I'm cold. I can't eat this.
Eat fucking dicks.
Yeah. Yum. Check the stream.
I guess. One second. Make me fucking get up, huh? Alright. I can't read. Race, class. Cool. Oh, look at all those. You can get the Yankees on there. Bard. Sick.
And for the dumbs, it tells you how many points you have left.
Love it. That's awesome.
But it's actually really good.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah. Kind of oily, but it's okay.
Hello, Kingyo. Oop. Level 1 Dragonborn Bard.
+2 to charisma, +1 to constitution. Character. Boom. Gotcha. / character sheet.
Later, you gonna be up tonight?
I don't know.
You work tomorrow? Oh. Just wondering, because I could, like, energy drink. Be up all night figuring out the One Piece game. Oh, so for the storyline, right? It's gonna be like super similar to One Piece, but it's gonna be all the theories. So like the whole world is flooded because of some cataclysmic giant snake called the Grand Line, the Red Line, and the Red Line itself is a dormant snake that is wrapped around the earth, causing the oceans to rise because it's constricting it like underwater. You know, the mass of this giant snake, but nobody knows it. And this snake ate a devil fruit. It ate the Yggdrasil fruit, tree fruit, maybe, or I don't know, something like that. And so, because it ate that thing, it can like turn into a giant tree. Maybe, I don't know.
There's good stuff there, buddy.
It's a water.
I don't know. I think maybe the tree and the snake should be separate. Maybe the snake ate like
I have some.
ate from the tree, so it lived super long. And like the snake just kept getting bigger. And since it ate from the immortality tree, that's what it'll be. Everybody wants immortality, but the snake got it. Snake and apple, kind of like a Garden of Eden reference. So the snake ate from that, and it started getting so big that it wrapped around the earth, causing the oceans to rise. And then it has to like hibernate because there's nothing big enough to eat. Maybe it died, and its body is just there. And it's as it was such a powerful snake, instead of biodegrading, it like, what's the word for it? It petrified.
And it pooped.
Yeah, imagine the size of that snake's poop, dude. So we're gonna start the world on Dressrosa. Honestly, we can start on any island technically because they all have civilians on them. Like the civilians are level ones. Just because all the powerful people are like giga uber strong at that point, you know.
All right, gentlemen, it's been roughly 5-ish minutes, so we're gonna resume for all Mac. Just double checking though. Brandon, Gold, Kinyo, Steven, Tulio, we here?
Okay,
Hello.
Here. Here.
Okay, I just heard from 3 of you.
Good morning.
I'm here.
Okay, Steven.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, awesome. We're all back. Let's get back into it. So we left off with your party having their meal. They just ate lunch. They're back in, or they're ready to go again, right? They've been fueled up. They have energy, and can begin adventuring or resume their adventure. We finished digging up 3 holes and concealing them, and that's about all we've done so far. It's 12:30 now. You took an hour break for lunch. It sounds like your crew just kind of rested up for an hour, ate food, drank water, you know, chatted about whatever else you guys talked about in between the or during the break. So yeah, moving forward, what do you guys want to do next? You want to check on your traps or
We could head
Yeah,
towards
okay.
the frog and then check on the traps after. I don't think we caught anything in an hour.
Yeah,
And,
we should go and deal with the frog.
Sure.
one of you shall roll a 6-sider to see if there was any wandering frogs in the area while you were having lunch. Whoever wants to volunteer, whoever hasn't rolled yet, I guess, go ahead and have a roll.
Somebody? I
Uh,
Any
Oh, I did it.
volunteers? Okay, go ahead. Yep, bro.
who, me?
Anyone, whoever wants to roll first, we'll just take the first roller. A 6-sider needs to be rolled.
Alright.
I got it.
Go.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's exactly what I rolled too, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So while you were having lunch, in the midst of your lunch, right, there's an encounter. So you're just all having lunch together, right? We're gonna roll to see if your team is surprised. Everyone can roll. So I'll let you all roll your own chance of surprise. So roll a 6-sider. If you get a 1 or a 2, you are surprised. There's a low chance of being surprised, but there's still a chance.
I got a 5.
All right, so everyone will roll. If you don't roll, you automatically fail. All right, so 2 of you passed so far. 3 of you
All right.
passed. 4 of you passed.
Three.
Who's left? 1 left. Is it Shamash? Is he surprised? Is he not paying attention? All right, so Shamash, last chance.
Oh, sorry. My mic, it wasn't unmuted. What's up?
Roll.
Were you
1d6.
paying attention?
Roll with D6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dash. Oh. Oh, I just type it on my computer. Dash. Roll 3D6.
All right, there we go. So, he
1d6.
needed to roll a 6-sider. It sounds like he was not paying much attention at all. So, all right. Well,
Oh shit, did that type 3? My bad. 1D6.
yeah. All right. So, clearly some of the characters were a bit surprised. Maybe not fully surprised, but partially surprised. Most of you guys weren't. You guys were attentive and ready to react to the situation. So, you're in the middle of having your lunch. Fortunately, it's not a major surprise. Whatever these were, whatever you're encountering right now, are pretty close because we're in the middle of the woods, so they were able to kind of sneak up on you to some extent. Excuse me, if they wanted to, and that's what they chose to do. They were sneaking their way toward you, but fortunately you were able to maybe hear or spot them before they get too close to the point of no return, right? So it is going to be 1d4. It's going to be 1d4 yards, 1d4 times, I was going to do like 1d4 feet, right? Encounter, like they just hop on your crew if you were surprised, but because we were not surprised, it'll be 1d4 yards. Okay, so pretty close. You were just in the middle of your lunch, and that's when you get the encounter on these guys, right? So, all right, it's gonna start out. They roll off the screen, so I'm gonna roll a six-sider or no 4-sider. All right, so 4. So it's 4 feet away when you notice them, and you guys are in the middle of having your lunch. What you realized as you were eating your lunch, as you look up into the trees, something is climbing down the trees, right? It's very quiet. It looks like, you know, it's very like squishy looking, wet, but it like blends in really well with the leaves and everything and the bark. Basically, yeah, these 6-foot long frogs have been inching their way down the trees the whole time, right? Super slow, but you only start to just realize it because they're so close now. They're 12, you know, I roll a 4, so it's 12 feet, 4 yards above you, right? So about 12 feet above you, you notice these kind of long, slender, amphibious things moving down the trees, right? They're on the other side of the trees, but like you can see like their hands. They've been inching their way down, like sliming down the trees, right? Onto your group.
How
And
many?
I'm gonna roll for it just a moment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wilderness encounter. So wilderness enemy size.
I would have preferred a crocodile.
These frogs are rapey, by the way, so just watch out.
That's not comforting.
Oh, I forgot any one of these. Okay, wait. What?
Oh, it's in the other book.
It's lower.
What?
Whoa.
Alright. Number peering. 3d6. Okay. Might be a bit rough here. Okay, we'll do about 20% of their population. So 33% maybe? Yeah. Alright, should be a d6 then. Alright, so fortunately there's only 2 giant frogs above our crew. One east and one south. And let's see. So yeah, the guys north and west of your group, so at least half of the crew are able to see them. The other half that are not facing toward the frogs, you know, didn't actually have much of an idea, except they are able to hear or see that you guys are looking up in the trees, right? They're about 12 feet above our crew when we start to realize that they're inching their way down. And as soon as we notice them, that's when they actually kind of like also open their mouths, and you can see like a long sticky tongue, right?
Yeah.
A big grin full of teeth, right? About 12 feet up, they're looking like they're about to hop down the trees and do some crazy stuff to you, right? So at that point, we all can react, starting with, we're just going to go down the list. It's all simultaneous with Caleb, right? So, and I'm going to roll randomly to see who's actually like on the opposite side so they can see the targets, right? The enemy of the opposition. So of your group, I'm just doing it random. Basically, around the fire, or around, yeah, your fire, because you had to build a fire to enjoy your meal, cook it up. We'll do like this, basically. So, yeah, of your group, I'll say 3 of you are on the good side and 2 of you are on the bad side. So I just randomly spread your crew. And it's Caleb, NIKOLAS, and SHAMASH who are on the far side of the giant frogs. So you're on the side that you can see them. The ones directly below the frogs, the ones who might be the victims, are Skull and Stronk. You're right below the frogs, right? So, starting with Caleb, you can see the south frog, you can see the east frog, right? You're looking south. They're right above your guys, right? What's your reaction to this?
Pull out my arrow and fire at the closest one that I can see.
The closest is to your east, which is right above Skull, right? The other one is to your south, which is above Strong, right? So you want to go for the east
Yeah,
one?
I'll-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nicholas, what's your reaction to the giant frogs? Do you want to open fire as well?
Yeah, I think that would be the wisest.
Do you want to go for the east one too? Focus your fire on one guy at a
Ye-
time, or do you want to go for south?
I'm gonna shoot the east one.
Okay, focus fire. Or concentrate your fire on that east guy. And then Shamash, what's your move here? You see the one to the east. You don't really see the one to the south yet. You just like notice, because you're facing eastward, you see the one crawling down the tree right above Skull. Right.
Oh, well, am I like hitting range or no?
No, none of the frogs are near you.
Oh, so that's my south and my east.
Yeah, you see one across the fire right above Skull, who's on the other side of the campfire from you. Right, he's like munching on some jerky and he stops eating it because he realizes something's above him, right? And you see it too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run away.
Okay, you want to run west, north, south, or east is into the...
Well, that's why I asked you, they come in south or east or what?
Oh, there's one to the... Sorry, I didn't hear that. There's one to the south and one to the east.
One to the south, one to the east. I'm running northwest.
Okay, sounds good. Complete opposite direction. Yep. All right, and then Strong, you know, you realize something's above you. When you feel the presence of something above you, what's your reaction to that?
Oh, I'm gonna definitely arm myself and prepare to attack with like a jumping attack to stab whatever's above me.
You want to use your wooden spear?
Oh right, no, hold on. I have a bow. I guess
Okay.
I'll like grab my bow and turn around.
Okay, so your wooden spear is kind of on the ground, just laying beside you, but you've got your bow in your hands while you were nearby while you were eating. You grab the bow, you pull out an arrow.
I assume I have my short sword on my like side still or something.
Yeah, melee weapons are faster, you know, in using close quarters than a missile weapon, right? Missile weapon, just like in real life, right? You need some distance before you use it, especially if it's not already drawn, right? So
Pull the short sword and just hold it above your head.
it's his move. So yeah, you could.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I guess if it's above me, like directly above me,
Mhm.
I guess I'll take out my. Well, so okay, I guess I'll take out my sword.
Okay.
And
So you're a bit
yeah.
indecisive, understood, right? But yeah, you will go for your sword, but you were a bit slow to react because at first you were maybe thinking about the bow, right? Is that fair? So you do lose kind of some initiative there, but you do get to switch to your sword instead of the bow. In return, Skull. What about you? What are you thinking of doing? You hear one above you, you don't see it, right? The crew kind of sees it above you crawling down, like inching its way down overhead.
I'm gonna be running northwest.
Just run. I mean, yeah, you can run northwest, try to like push past your crew. Yeah, sprint out of there.
No, I'm not gonna push past. I'm gonna run with Shamash.
Oh, like run west towards Shama and leave here.
No, because Shamash was doing northwest.
He's going
And
northwest.
I'll just
There's a fire to your west. That's the thing, right? So I'm assuming you're going to go around the fire, and most of your crew is to the northwest of you. So you would have to like squeeze past or jump over past your crew, right? Because they're
I don't
northwest.
have to do that. I can just move southwest
Southwest?
around the
Okay.
fire, not push past the crew, just simultaneously run with them.
Okay. Yeah. The only guy that looks like he's about to
Who's
run
that?
is Shamash. The other guys
Because
are
how
staying
this
back.
works is it's simultaneous, right?
Yes, it is.
Right.
So you're running away in which direction?
I'm going northwest. If there's a hole in my way, around the hole.
What's in your way is possibly the fire and your crew members.
Yeah, the fire I'm gonna be avoiding.
Yep, you can go around the fire, and then when it comes to your crew members, you can go past them, like just squeeze past them, or jump over them, or push them out of your way. Those are a few ways you can get past them. So you can either move between them, you can push through them, or you can try to leap over them, right? Because we're all seated right now.
Yeah. There's only one teammate though. Yeah.
No, there's 3 guys to your northwest. There's directly northwest is 2 guys, right? Directly west is 1 guy, which is Shamash.
How wide are they?
They're as wide as a normal person. So you can go past them, like between them. But that's what I'm saying, right? So I'm assuming you want to go
Just
between
go
them,
in between.
right? It's very simple. But if you decided to push one down, that is a possibility. You can shove one to the ground for whatever reason, just to slow them down, right? You could jump over one if you really wanted to, just to hurt yourself and hurt them too, possibly, right? Increase the risk factor of a failure. I'm just giving you some options, though, right?
Right. Well, I want to survive this, so I'm just gonna go between them.
Yes, that is the most direct path, right? So I did provide that as an option. I just gave you a few more options as per usual, right? All right. So yeah, you're just gonna go past and between them, right? Everyone has declared their action. What actually happens is, the guys who just immediately dead sprint, right? So starting with Shamash, you are free to dead sprint, right? You just kind of get up and run, right? And then Skull, your situation is a bit different. As soon as you stand up and start running, that thing above you will react to you, okay? So we're gonna see if it's good or bad, okay? Its reaction to you getting up is in favor. It stays put. It does not attack yet. It continues doing as it was, which was sliming down the tree, right? And you were able to just get out of there. You run past your crew. Now the guys who stayed back might be in a bit of in a different situation. So, Caleb, you were looking to the south. You had your bow and arrow, right? Or, you had your food in your hands first. You grab at your bow, you pull out an arrow, and as you are doing this, 2 of your guys are already sprinting off. So realizing 2 guys are sprinting off, do you want to sprint off too, or do you want to still follow up with a shot? You can
Follow
like
up with
change
a
up your
shot.
action. Okay, so you stand your ground despite them running off, and you're gonna open fire on the south.
Yep.
You understand the risks that are involved with this action, right? I'm just advising you. If you stay back and fire, we still got that guy to the east who's about to hop on someone here, and you might be the closest. Does that make sense? So you have
then
that's your
can I see the one to the east? Because I thought you said
yes.
I could
You
only
can see the one to the
that
south.
was-
You can kind of see the one to the east. He's like in your peripheral right vision, like to your left when you're looking south. Does that make sense? So you clearly see the guy to the south, but the guy to the east is like in the side of your vision, right? He's
I'll
very
take a
close.
shot.
Earlier,
at
I
the
think
one
you were
in the
gonna
south
fire at the
first.
east guy. I think, right? You said the closer ones. The
Yeah,
closer one is
whatever one is
east.
closest to me is the one. The whatever one I have a better chance of hitting for accuracy.
Okay, yeah, that guy to the east, right above, who was right above Skull, who just sprinted past you. Skull got up, sprint past you. The guy east slimes down still. You're gonna open fire on him. All right, and then Nikolas, you also took aim to the east, but realizing 2 of your guys sprinted off, and this guy's staying back to fire. Are you gonna stay back to shoot too, or are you gonna do something? You're gonna change your move midway.
I think they're cowards, and I'm gonna shoot the frog.
Okay. And then what about Strong? You see 2 of your guys sprint off. You hear something right above you, and your original plan was to grab at your sword. No, right? Yeah, grab at your sword. First, you kind of putting your hands in your bow, and then you switch to your sword, right? So you're pulling your
Well,
reaching for your
I
sword.
mean, yeah, it's because my teammate had like some sort of telepathy on my turn,
Yeah,
told me to switch, but
he kind of
yeah,
like
I'm
whispered
gonna-
to what you
yeah, I'm gonna
should do.
dive away like towards the northwest, towards my friends, so we can all group up.
Okay, so you want to just dive out of the way, like try to dodge the potential attack from above, like just like leap
Yeah.
west and then just start sprinting off, get back up and sprint. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or
So, yeah,
maybe just sprint. I mean, does it matter if I'm leaping or sprinting?
The difference is sprinting, you have to stand up first and run. So you're still in the same spot for a moment, right? As you get up, then run. Versus if you kind of you're sitting right now, you can also just kind of, from sitting position, kind of leap westward, like throw your body to the west, like roll west or something, and then get back up and start running. Does that make sense? So if you think you're about to be
that's what I was
attacked right
thinking.
now, you might want to leap instead, like just throw your weight west, right? But if you think that you have
Yeah.
time, you might just stand up first and then run. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I'll do the first one, the leap.
Okay. Your
Or,
original.
yeah, towards
Okay.
my ally.
Yeah, so you throw your body weight west, right? You like leap, you like just kind of froggy jump westward, possibly gets attacked, right? Let's see its reaction to you doing a leap to the west. Its reaction is 5 plus 3, uncertainty, so neutral. It's like confused, right? It like remains the same. It's not doing something that is in favor or out of favor. It continues doing it what it was. I think the one to the east actually does something more favorable to the crew. After his target sprinted off to the west, it did something more favorable. In that case, as soon as his target sprinted off to the west, that guy to the east was a little startled and like backed up the tree a little bit, right? Like you can see him quickly like climbing back up the tree just slightly, like startled by the sudden movement. So the eastern one had a favorable reaction to your crew, right? It's something that might be more beneficial to your team, so you backed up, but the other one just stays put and continues to kind of crawl down, if that makes sense, right? Like, so the one above Stronk is more dangerous at the moment, right? So Stronk left out of the way, then gets up and starts sprinting. These two stayed back to open fire on the guy who kind of crawled back up the tree a little bit. So for our shooters, our shooters need to roll a d20, so roll 1d20 each for NIKOLAS and Caleb.
I miss.
Unfortunate.
The squats.
What am I rolling?
20-sider.
D20.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 3.
Both of you misfire. Unfortunate. Let's see. Down 1 arrow. You open fire on the eastern target. You've made hostile action against it. So upon hostile action, it will now make a morale check, right? It will not make morale checks in the sense of fleeing, but in the morale check in the sense of is it gonna be more defensive or offensive, right? So if it passes the morale check, it's brave and it's willing to do a more offensive approach, right? Like counter the attack. If it's feeling scared, it might be more defensive, ready to kind of flee or just warn you, like, try to intimidate you, right? So I'm gonna do its morale check real quick, which is a fail. So upon receiving enemy fire, that frog kind of like backs up more and starts to like croak at you aggressively, right? You can see like its tongue kind of flaring outward a little bit, and like it kind of shoots it out for a moment and then back in. So it's like croaking and aggressively kind of like shoots its tongue out in your direction, right? About halfway, just kind of showing you what it's capable of, right? A 6-foot long giant frog in the tree, very slender, sliding down the tree or climbing down, almost like a man-sized frog, right? And then the south one, of course, was a bit different, right? He was not really as scared, so I'm gonna make him a morale check too. He, I think that's a fail still. Given the sounds of fire from your positions, that south frog also becomes defensive and warns you with a croak and a tongue shot, right? Kind of like spits his tongue out in your direction for a second, croaks at you, right? And kind of like flares up. They both kind of flare up, getting ready to attack, possibly, right? Like they start to open their jaws, spread their weight, right? Kind of flare up their bodies, showing that they're bigger and more dangerous than you. In reaction to that, do you guys want to just load and fire again? Load, aim, fire.
Yeah.
Okay, Caleb.
Screw it.
All right, just keep firing on them anyway. Focus fire on
Yep.
the east still, or you guys want to change up your target?
I'll keep my target.
All right.
I'll fire the same one as his, which I believe is the south one.
He's firing east, so you're just firing south now.
Alright, I'll fire at the east one.
Okay. Strong, Skull, and Shamash. Shall you guys continue to flee, or you guys want to change up your action? So starting with Shamash, who was the first to flee, or the furthest away since he was to the west already, right? Shamash, do you want to keep running off northwest, or do you want to change up your action? You sprint it 1 round northwest.
That's the line. And those black little dots are displayed together.
I'll do one more round
So they found
and see if it's like
Pursuing.
if it's taking enough for me to turn back and continue work.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll spend another round sprinting off northwest. Let's see. Strong, do you want to keep sprinting northwest too?
You say me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, strong.
Your turn.
Oh, are they so okay? So I still have my equipment on me, right? So I can switch to my bow and then also fire. Now that I met my teammate.
Earlier you leapt away and then you ran off, right?
Well, I wanted to reunite with the guys who had bows, not away from the party.
Oh, I see. So you're still with these two. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. My bad, I misinterpreted your move. So you didn't sprint off, you just kind of leapt out of the way and then ran over to the other shooters, right? And you got your bow ready. So this round you're going to fire.
Yep.
They're focusing their shots
Yeah.
to the east. Alright, so you're going to fire with them to the east. And then Skull. Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, we'll do that.
Alright, Skull, are you still sprinting with Shamash, fleeing the scene?
Nah, I'll stop this round. Assess the situation.
Alright, so you will stop. You're only a 10-second sprint away from them, right? You did a 10-second sprint. So it looks like you're between your party and Shamash, who is continuing to flee this round at least. So from here, do you want to just observe or something else?
I'll get my spear ready.
Stand ready. Okay. Keep your eyes to the southeast in case your team flees, or if there's an opening for you to
Yeah.
fight.
If they need my help, I'm gonna help them. So.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. I mean, do you want to return to them and prepare to like protect them with your spear, or do you want to keep your distance still?
That's not what I said. I said I'm gonna wait, like assess the situation.
Okay, yeah. Yep, assess. Just gonna wait back here. Very well. So, shooters, you all take aim at the east. You made hostile actions. They did not attack in retaliation. Instead, they try to intimidate you. Like, they just show how big they are. Right? They croak at you. They, I forget what it's called. Under their chin, maybe, like, it kind of bloats a bit, right? They puff their bellies or something. I don't know.
Eakin?
Yeah.
As they bloat, is it possible to make them go pop if we actually hit them?
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely damage them. Put a hole in there. So roll a 20-sider each of you. See if you can hit that frog to the east.
Nat 20.
Perfect shot.
Ding way.
Oh yeah, dude.
Alright, we need 2 more shots rolled.
Got a 6.
Unfortunate. Misfire from Caleb again.
14.
Maybe Caleb's character is shaking in fear. Right, he's having a hard time getting a steady hand. A steady shot. 14 from Strong, that's a hit, with bonuses and penalties included. Both of you shall roll damage against the Eastern Frog. For NIKOLAS, you're going to roll 2d6 with a -2 penalty, because you have -1 for each damage roll from your strength. For Strong, it's going to be 1d6, no adjustments.
Yes,
You got 3.
2d6. There.
Yep, 2d6 -2, minimum 2 damage.
I want to reroll that.
You want to reroll that? Unfortunately, you don't have any
Yeah.
special rolls, I think. Or did you subscribe recently?
No, I did not. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Would you like to subscribe? Otherwise, you're just gonna do
Maybe another time.
another time. Very well, no worries. All right, so yeah, minimum damage of 2, right? So let's see. It was definitely a hit on the puff that you wanted to hit. So your arrow does hit it, but it's so stretchy and bouncy that the arrow actually just kind of like bounced off of it. Like made a little cut maybe, but mainly kind of like shot at it, but bounced off, if that makes sense. So yeah, kind of like bruised it, but didn't actually puncture the thick, slimy skin of the frog, right?
How do crits work? Like if you do a nat 20,
It's double damage
like
typically.
it is double damage.
No, you roll
Okay.
twice. You roll twice. It's not. Crits are actually not.
That's why you went 2.
In standard BX, it's actually just an automatic hit, but we house rule it to have special effects. So, in exchange, though, we have to do critical fumbles now too, of course, to balance it out. So the special effect is typically double damage or normal damage and a slightly better effect, like disarming the enemy or something, right? So if you don't want to do double damage, and well, the average is double damage, of course, but or the usual. But if you want to like, you know, not do double damage and like shoot the guy's weapon out of his hand on top of dealing normal damage, that's fine too. All right, so yeah, it's critical success. He went for trying to pop a hole in there, and he does hit the target right in the area he wanted, the bloat area, and it does deflate momentarily, but because the skin is so strong and slimy and thick, it just kind of reinflates. So he caused it to kind of deflate momentarily with 2 damage, but that damage is not strong enough to really pop a hole in there. So he just kind of caused the frog to kind of release all that air for a moment, right? The pain caused it to kind of burp out air. And the other shot dealt 3 damage, so it's a bit deadlier. And you hit it somewhere in the body if you want, or head. You can pick whatever target you want. Naturally, if it's not high damage, it's not as effective, right? So
Yeah, I mean, he don't go for the head.
yeah, so yeah, you basically like nick the face of the frog with 3 damage, right? Scratch them in the face. Let's check its hit points.
Oh my god.
So typically hit points are rolled secretly, but I like to keep things on the table. That kind of more of a wargaming style approach. So this one here's got about 8 total, so you've dealt 5, so it's got 3 left, so it's badly wounded.
No, I think that's just part of the procedure.
This guy's
Cool.
got 3 or 4. Gonna annotate that real quick. Let's see.
I just cut out for a second. What the fuck happened?
We hit the frog for 5 damage. It's got 8 it's got 8 HP. So it's down to 3.
It's killable. Oh, it's
Alright,
It's killable,
So-
yeah, bro.
you just hit the frog. That frog will now make a morale check after sustaining that much damage. It's gonna make a morale check. And it breaks. As soon as it's hit twice, the frog begins to hastily retreat. It kind of leaps to a different tree and starts sprinting or jumping tree to tree. It's trying to flee, right? So in reaction to being shot twice, you can see kind of like just immediately kind of like look away and leap to the next tree away from your crew, right? So it's trying to, you can of course continue to fire on it as it tries to flee, but it's now trying to flee, right? The other one, I'm gonna roll. It's you shot on his friend now, so that's hostile action. They're already hostile possible attack if you trigger the attack. You just triggered it, so now it's gonna roll to see if it's brave enough to leap at you guys or if it's gonna be more defensive still. Right, another morale check. All right, so that's a 7. So I'm gonna double check its morale real quick.
He's too shy to say so. I know. Look at him.
All right, so that is a pass. So it is brave. It leaps down onto your crew at one of the 2 of you, or one of the 3 of you actually, because there's 3 of you down there. Did we miss a shooter? And what if you not shoot?
there's one mother.
I shot, but I missed.
Oh,
I
you
shot, but
missed.
I
Oh yeah,
missed.
you
Oh,
rolled.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So you all shot. Yeah. Okay, my bad. I forgot he rolls physical dice. So that frog's gonna pick a random target between the 3 of you. So we're gonna say 1 and 2 is Caleb, 3 to 4 is NIKOLAS, and 5 to 6 is STRONK. Right. So he leaps down onto your crew, and he picked Caleb. Right. So he jumped onto Caleb, or jumped at him, and tried to make contact with Caleb. So he leapt down the tree, and first thing he's gonna do is try to wrap his arms around Caleb and dig his claws in there. So into Caleb. So let's see if he can make contact with Caleb's body. And it scored a 9 with bonuses and penalties included, which has like at least a +1 a hit, I think. Yeah. And then let's see, Caleb, what's your armor class? Let's see, do you have any dexterity? So Caleb just opened fire toward the east, so he's being flanked right now, right? Because the guy's jumping from the south. Caleb is normal dexterity, so yeah, he's hit. So it does jump onto Caleb. It's got a pretty good chance to hit Caleb. So even with a 9, it still hits. And it's got its arms on Caleb. It like wraps around Caleb and digs its claws in him and starts to gnaw on his head. For the damage, double check damage real quick. So,
One.
hopefully. Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, I trust I healed from the last expedition.
Yes, probably. Yeah. At least, single hit point is easy. Alright, so, yeah, it's a D2 for damage, +1 a hit here. Okay, yeah, so, we're gonna roll the damage. Odds is 1, evens is 2. Alright. So I got odds, it's 1. So the claws and the grip of the slimy giant frog crush Caleb for only 1 damage. And Caleb is a decently tough guy. He's not average when it comes to hit points. He's slightly above average, so he's got 3 hit points. So it's 2 left. And then he has to survive the froggy bite, right? The frog wraps its slimy mouth around him and starts to crunch down with its jaws. So we'll see if he can survive that. That's a hit. And now he's going to take damage, 1d4. So yeah, unfortunately, Caleb, you've been taken down to the ground. The frog is holding you in the mud, in the dirt, and starts to also swallow your head or bite down on your head, right? The back of your head. You can feel its slimy mouth around your head, right? Damage is a total of 3 damage. Unfortunate situation here. Yeah, the frog has taken the life of one of our crew members, our most experienced one. So Caleb,
Damn.
if only there was a defender there, if only there was maybe a spearman standing his guard, right, ready to defend the crew. But unfortunate situation, no one was protecting our shooter, Caleb. He opened fire to the east, and then the frog to the south jumped on him, right, as he was firing to the east. Right, the frog didn't just watch his friend get shot at the whole time. He also took action, right, and jumped on Caleb and took him down. So it's a 1-for-1 kind of situation. Or we wounded one, but he killed our Caleb, right? Our experienced captain, right? I guess he would be like technically most senior or experienced crew member in the team. So yeah, Caleb, you were taken down. The monster held you in the dirt, took its mouth and bit down in your head and just ripped off your head. Just took it off, right? And he rips off
Holy
Caleb's
shit.
head. A 6-foot long frog. It's longer than most people, right? So yeah, it's got Caleb downed. Sorry for your loss, Brandon. Thank you for playing. Unfortunate situation here. Your next of kin will be compensated, hopefully, at least a decent bit. But thanks for playing. I hope to see you again. Have a good night. If you want to take off, that's fine. If you want to spectate and see how it ends, that's fine too. Otherwise, yeah, again, thank you for playing. Take care, brother. All right, our first casualty for tonight's game is Captain Caleb. Or, yeah. Let's see. All right, so when Caleb goes down, we just have NIKOLAS and STRONK left. We're about to go down the next round of actions now, right? The second round has been resolved. We're going to come round 3, starting with the closest to the conflict, which is NIKOLAS and STRONK. So one frog is fleeing at this time. You can keep firing on his butt, but there's actually a frog near you guys that's not afraid, right? He just killed Caleb. So NIKOLAS, do you want to run at this point? Do you want to shoot the frog nearest or something else?
I mean, one frog is fleeing. That much is clear, right?
Yes, that guy's injured bad, so he's running away.
Yeah. That one is injured. And one that's currently a fucking problem is right next to me. I'm gonna
Yes.
shoot it
Point blank, okay.
and then immediately point blank and then change to melee afterwards.
Sure, yeah. So you turn to him, you load, aim, fire. Strong, you want to do the same? You want to stay with your boy NIKOLAS, or are you going to run to live to fight another day? This frog is really close.
I'm gonna shoot this frog right in its stupid eyeball.
Okay, very well.
Oh, that's good.
We're going to double check with the other guys. So, starting with Skull, you're the next closest to the team. You're 10 seconds sprint away from the rest of your guys. You see what's happening. A frog just took down one of your guys. I think Caleb went down. So from here, do you want to keep sprinting away now? You want to go and help them or something else? They're being...
I'll pick up a rock and I'll throw it
Okay.
at that frog.
A rock and throw it toward the frog? Okay. You understand that your crew members are in the line of fire, right? So your crew members are here, let's say. You are northwest of them, and the frog is south of them. So before you can even hit the frog, you might hit your crew members, right? They are in your line of fire. So if you miss the frog, you will probably hit your crew. Are you taking that risk?
Yeah.
Just go around us.
He said yes. All right. Unfortunate situation. We might see some more friendly fire again. We've seen this in the past. It was his decision though.
Yeah.
All right. So things are starting to go south. It was going well at first maybe, but now things are turning around a little bit. Shamash, you're two sprints away, 20-second sprint away from your team. Nothing seems to have pursued you. You're out here in the middle of the woods. You're probably actually close to the plains now at this point. From here, do you want to return to your
Wait,
group?
I sprinted for like 20 seconds though, right?
Yeah, so your sprint speed is, I think, you're a medium footman, so you can sprint at the rate of 60 feet per 10 seconds, right? So if you remember, the group only went about 40 feet into the woods directly south. You went northwest, so it's not directly north. So you're probably in the grass now at this point, if that makes sense, since you're about 120 feet west of the crew. Does that make sense?
I guess.
So you're somewhere in the grass. You just recently got out of the forest, right?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how this goes. You guys all both were advised. You had a chance to flee. You chose to stay and fight. That's your choice. So, let's see how that goes. The frog just killed Caleb. You're about to point blank fire him, right? So after you shot to the east, you load, aim, fire at the south. But as you are about to fire, he has a chance to kind of leap at you next, right? So we're gonna do an initiative chance. He's not just gonna watch you load, aim, fire. After you killed Caleb, he might just leap and attack you before you can finish load, aim, and firing, right? Shooters, roll a 6-sider to get initiative. You may roll separately. So go ahead and roll a d6 for individual initiative. Dexterity will adjust. Go when you're ready. You're up against a 5 initiative right now.
6.
Beautiful.
6.
All right, you both act faster than the frog, I think. Let's see. NIKOLAS has 11 dexterity. Strong, you have a penalty. So therefore, you actually are acting at the same time as the frog. So as the frog leaps, you are firing, right? Both of you roll to hit 1d20. Misfire from NIKOLAS. Point blank. Hit from Strong. Strong, before the frog even lands the hit, you lose the shot on it as it's biting down, right? Because it's simultaneous initiative with you and the frog. Actually, I'm gonna see what the frog targeted between Strong and NIKOLAS. So it's gonna be odds is NIKOLAS and evens is Strong. This was off screen slightly, but it's a 6. It's Strong, and I think Strong was actually closer anyway. It was toward the south. So Strong, you're the target. As you're loosing your arrow into it, you're also being grabbed at the same time that you loose the arrow. Does that make sense? So the frog doesn't. He has you guys had an equal initiative, so he gets an attack too, his first attack. So which is his little grab. He landed it. So as your arrow goes into him, he's digging his claws into you. Right. Go ahead and you're gonna roll damage. It's a 6-sider for damage, and he's gonna roll a d2.
Do I get extra damage because he was charging me?
No, he leapt at you, but no, not really.
Not really. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, a d6.
Yep. And typically, I think arrows have less damage at point blank. So in real life, they need some time to like build up acceleration or something like that.
5.
Got 5 on him.
Point blank, you get 5, and he gets 1 because it's 1d2. Odds is 1. So he grabbed at you, dug his claws into you. You took 1 damage from that, right? As your arrow shoots him for 5. Let's see if he survived it. Rolling his hits on camera. Yes, he's a big guy. He's one of the bigger ones. And he's got 14. So you got 5 just now, so it's a heavy hit that's right in his like near his eye. Like you shot like on the side of his eye, right? If you did more damage, like half, you might have taken out his eye or got close. But yeah, you point blank shot him in the face, and you like the arrow, his slimy thick skin caused the arrow to kind of bounce off. But you did get a good cut in there, right? The arrow didn't like exactly bounce out, but it slid off of his face, right? Does that make sense? A slimy little skin. So and it sliced open the side of his eye, like yeah, close but not quite the eye yet. He had a total of 14. You did 5, so he's at 9. So decent hit. And then of course he dug his claws into you for 1 damage against Strong. Strong, you have 3 total, so you're at 2 left. So that's like a minor wound for you, but getting close to major, right? So you're lightly wounded, Strong. Let's see. And then next it's got its bite. He attacks at twice the speed as a man does. So as he's digging his claws, he's also biting down on you at the same time, basically.
Oh fuck.
So here's his bite. That's a hit, and the bite deals 1d4 damage. Okay, this is the dangerous hit right here. This is what killed Caleb earlier. So you have a 50% chance of survival here. A 1 and 2 means that you might survive, right? 1 is the best scenario. 2 is okay. 3 to 4, you're dead. Okay, here we go. We're rolling.
Yeah.
And that is a 1, best case scenario. See that? Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
So it bit down and you're still alive. It's chomping down on your head and you're feeling it crushing your skull. Your skull's about to explode right under the jaw's force, right? So, yep, you can feel like all the blood rushing to your skull, right? All that pressure building up in your brain. It's a really horrible scenario for you. You better get your head crushed by a Slimer.
Yeah.
All right. That was this here, and then of course, NIKOLAS, as soon as you missed your shot, you immediately grabbed at your melee. Right, you drop your bow, you rip out your freaking mace from your belt, I think, right?
Yeah.
So your wooden spear's in the ground somewhere.
Swinging at the thing.
8 shots left. STRONK, you're at, I think, 0 shots left. Yeah. All right, so let's see how this goes. NIKOLAS, or not yet, actually. The other guys, we had a rock thrower. Before we go into next round. So that's Skull. Skull, roll to hit the frog from this distance, 1d20. If you miss, it's likely that the guy still in the jaws of the frog is going to get hit, because they're in a melee together. And then there's still maybe a chance to hit NIKOLAS too, but not really. I think the main chance to hit is hitting the guy in the frog's jaws, right? So if you miss the frog, you probably hit the guy who the frog is swallowing or trying to eat. So yeah, you roll a 7, that's a misfire. So now you're gonna roll against STRONK, right? Who is in your line of fire and also in the line of in your line of fire and in a very disadvantageous position. He's, in the jaws of the frog, so he's very easy to hit now. Roll another 20-sider to finish off your mate, put him out of his misery. Pass. All right, and yeah, you get a roll damage. It's a 6-sider, friendly fire. If you get a 1, you might not kill him. All right, and that's his death, right? So he's being you feel all that pressure building up strong, and then suddenly you feel a sharp pain, right, and you die. Yeah. Sorry for your loss, Kinyo. Thank you for playing. This was definitely avoidable, but by the choices of your fellow companions, you have been killed in action. So you're welcome to spectate or take your leave. Sorry for your loss again, and thank you for playing. See you next time. Alright, second casualty tonight. Definitely was avoidable, but alright. Well, the situation has gone from getting bad to even worse. It's gone from bad to terrible now. We have 2 casualties, 2 live frogs. Alright, NIKOLAS, you're witnessing more team killing again. It's the second time you've experienced team kill.
This has happened second time, yeah.
At this point, you want to sprint off? You want to keep fighting? You're the next target. Yeah.
Consider I'm not faster than a fucking frog, mate. I gotta stand my ground with a shield and a mace.
Okay, yeah. You take up the mace and shield and you start swinging down on it.
Yeah.
Before you or
I'm not faster than that fucking thing. It'll grab me before I get away.
yeah, probably actually. Let me check its speed. Actually, I don't know.
Mate, it also has the damn tongue. You use that as a ranged attack. So even if I ran, the fucking will shoot at me.
All right. So you're gonna fight in melee. Skull, do you want to keep throwing rocks or something else this next round?
No, I mean, seeing that he stays there, I'm gonna go ahead and charge with the spear.
And actually, I accidentally made you roll a d6, but you weren't supposed to roll a d6. You were supposed to just roll. Because you didn't use an arrow. I forgot. You did probably like 1 or 2 damage to the rock at most. Or you did 3 actually, because you have 1 plus 3 from your strength. So you did 3 damage. And you threw to kill, right? You're throwing a lethal throw. You're not throwing soft. So yeah, you still killed him, but you killed him with a rock. Just to clarify.
I mean, I didn't mean to kill him. I was trying to kill the frog.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I mean,
you missed.
I
And you
didn't
hit
mean
your friend.
to kill him, though.
Yeah.
Guys are just
That wasn't your intention, but that was a known risk, right? An obvious risk, which you took because maybe you were desperate measures, I guess, right? So for this next round, what's your next move? You wanna throw? You don't want to throw another rock?
no. I'm gonna charge at the frog with a spear.
Okay, yeah. You spear charge him, and then what about Shamash? Do you want to keep standing by out here in the grass, waiting for the rest of your crew to die, or something else?
I'm gonna run back to civilization.
Okay, yeah, you're out of here. Good to go. No worries.
Can this character retire? Like, realize he's just not cut out for this.
Sure, yeah. Thanks for playing. Have a good night, Steven. See you next time. Shamash just retired. Okay. Yeah. So starting with Nikolaus. Nikolaus took up your mason shield. You swing down on the frog as it attacks you.
Yeah.
Roll a d20. It's you versus the frog. You have initiative. The frog has to get to you first and use its hands
14.
against you. That's a hit. As he leaps out at you, you swing down with your mace. Roll damage.
What's the damage of the mace?
1d6. Yeah.
2. I'm doing terrible.
You have a -1 penalty due to your low strength, so 1. And the frog rolls a 10 with bonuses included. That is a hit. And damage is 1d.
Even with shield?
Oh wait, you have a shield. That's right. Okay, in that case, the shield has an armor class bonus of 1, and if you actively block, it's 2. So we'll say you struck at it, and then you brought your shield up, so you missed by 1 point. So it hits your shield, right? So
Let
beats
go
on
of the
your
shield.
shield.
Then.
Yeah.
He'll just take the shield.
Yeah, he's grabbing at your shield. He's got his sticky hands around it. But after grabbing your shield, he kind of lowers your shield and starts to bite at you. See, here comes his bite attack.
What the
Nat 20. Oh wait, is that off camera? Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll it.
It's off camera.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
A Nat 20. Alright. That was 2 Nat 20s in
I
a
see
row.
it too. Okay.
It's, yeah, it's Nat 20. I press down. Camera's angled weird. But yeah, it's 20. So. Unfortunate situation
Well,
here.
it's still real low. It can still
Yeah. Here comes the bite. It's 2d4 then total for the bite damage. That is a 4 plus a 4, 8 damage. So, unfortunate situation. Nikolaus has also been killed in action. He was one of our braver guys too. He survived first team killing, second team killing. He stood his ground, fought a giant frog, and died. Frog, he blocked it at first. The frog lowered his shield with his hands and then bit down on his face. And with all that built up pressure as it chomped down, it just blew up Nikolaus's head like a cherry tomato, right? Just popped it and swallowed the juices. All right. Our brave Nikolaus has died. He explodes like a little worm, right? Bursting with juice as the frog swallows him. And then Skull from the flank charges the frog and stabs from the side. Skull, roll 1d20 to hit your target. And with bonus, you wounded the frog really badly now. The frog is badly wounded. Almost dead. After being stabbed by our brave Skull, the frog will make a morale check. But his friend might come back too, so his friend's making a morale check too. His friend's wounded, but maybe he'll come back realizing the situation. His friend is brave and comes back, and the frog that got stabbed just now is no longer... Oh no, that's still brave. They have a morale of 9. So they stay and fight. So, before the other frog returns to jump on you and attack you from the east, the main frog that you're with will... he just got stabbed by you, but he turns to you and leaps at you. As he leaps at you, you will have initiative still. So Skull, roll another attack before he gets to you, because he has to reach you first. with bonuses included. Your dexterity is adjusting this. That is a 0. That is a miss. Yeah. So you missed your stab against the frog. It jumps at you, and yeah, you missed it. You step back, right? You stabbed. You went past your spear, jumped onto you, and let's see if it hits you. That is a 17. That is a hit with its hands. It deals a D2. That is 1 damage with its hands. It takes you to the ground, deal you 1 damage, skull. You're a big guy, really strong. You got 4 hit points left, right? So you kind of just tanked it, right? He grabs on you, you're still standing basically, because that was like nothing to you, a minor wound. So it's grabbing onto you, it's digging its claws in, and you're in close quarters with this guy, and he starts to bite down on you too, right? So let's see if his bite hits. The bite is also, oh, that's off camera. Let me roll again. Right, that's still on camera, and that is a 4, which is a miss. So it tries to bite down, but you keep your the half of your spear in its jaws as it tries to bite down, right? So you're kind of like keeping its jaws away from you, right? Using or its mouth away from you using your spear shaft, right? Put it in its mouth and just push him away. His mouth away from you, right? And as you're fighting off this frog, the other frog comes in from the flank and jumps on you from the flank, and will grab at you and miss the attack with the 7, and then the second attack its bite. So jump down nearby onto you, but missed its land, and then it starts to bite down on your legs, and that's a miss too. So he starts to bite down, but you're able to kind of step away and kick at him or put the other frog in between you and the other frog, right? So you're somehow surviving. You're a huge motherfucker, right? And super strong, and you're 1v2ing 2 giant frogs, and you might even have a chance to kill them because they're at low hit points. All right, so Skull the fighter, what's your next move? You're in close range with them. The spear is not very effective at this range. You can still try to use it, but you'll lose initiative, right? Because you'll basically like grab the spear from like the point, right? So like use that at close range. You'll lose initiative.
Can I do a tactical retreat?
Okay, so you got 2 frogs on you. Tactical retreat means that you want to like back off, like keep attacking but walk backwards.
I want to win initiative. So if I do tactical retreat, they can't win initiative, right?
Now, if you do a full sprint and if you get the initiative, you might be able to run out of there before they can have an attack against you, right? Now, if you do a fighting retreat, a tactical one, right? You're like walking backwards, so you're attacking while walking back, but they can keep following you and attacking you, right? So you won't escape.
You said that I still have the spear, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna be if I use it, I lose initiative, or
In close range like this, yes. But if you get some distance, if you're able to back off, right? Then and get some space between you and them, then you will get initiative again, right?
yeah, I'll back off with my spear tactical retreat.
Okay, yeah. So you will kind of back off, get some space between you and them, and we're gonna roll. We'll still roll initiative to see if you can back off before they can keep biting onto you. How's that? Yeah.
All right.
And get some space between you and them. So roll a 6-sider to space out the attack. You got a 2. Okay. The frog got a 3. So collectively they won, and before you can really back out of there, they attack you, right? So the grabbers, we're gonna start with their grab attacks. This might be the end of Skull, we'll see. So the grabbers, 18's a hit, nat 20 is a hit, total damage. Nat 20 deals 2d2 damage, so that's a 1, or sorry, that's a 2, it's evens. And that's a 2 as well, so it's 4 damage from the first grabber. The second grabber, yeah, is 2 damage. So overall, yeah, just their grab attacks alone kills Skull. The Skull is backing up, right? They grab on him, they bring him to the ground, and they dig their claws in, right? They hold him down and start pounding him, right? And start gnawing on him and start biting down and ripping off limbs and tearing him apart, shredding him to pieces, right? And Skull died.
Yep.
Alright, the only survivor, the one who fled to report back and retire, was Shamash, traumatized. And yeah, gets PTSD. I will also say that if you're a survivor of combat, when your comrades die, you get mental disabilities, mental drainage. So yeah, Shamash here gains shame for fleeing, right? He gets shame for fleeing the scene as a coward, so he becomes a coward. He left his men to die. Yeah, he gets like low. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this will definitely, the shame will definitely affect his charisma score when he tries to like be brave and talk about how good he is. People will know he's a fucking coward, right? And he left his mates to die, or he's the only one to return alive. So clear and nothing to show, right? So, all right, yeah. The families of those who died will maybe, talk poorly about Shamash, like you should have died with him or something, right? You bastard. Okay. Unfortunate situation. Alright. Another grim tale. Thanks for playing. Sorry for your loss, Tulio. You died again. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.
Nope. See you.
Take care.